then you want somebody who's going to get up every day.
Hey, Hillary, why'd your husband miss Epstein Island 26 times?
Creeps in the shadows think they can hide. Alex Rosen's coming. Justice on the rise. Camera in hand. Fire in his eyes. Predator Poachers. Truth never dies. Alex Rosen. Hey, hey. Predator Poachers. Hey, hey. Alex Rosen. Hey, hey. Predator Poachers. Hey, hey.
Okay. I mean,
And I shouldn't have said any of those. I'm sorry. What was that? Well, yeah.
Hundreds of arrests, justice in the night. Predator poachers bringing wrong to the light. No more silence, no more games. We shout together, we chant his name. Alex Rosen, hey, hey.
Predator Poachers.
Hey, hey, Alex Rosen, hey, hey, Predator Poachers, hey, hey. How do we trust Alex Rosen? How do we back Predator Poachers? Who brings the fight? Alex Rosen. Who brings the justice? Predator Poachers. Alex Rosen, hey, 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 hey. Alex Rosen, hey, 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 hey. Alex Rosen, hey, hey. Predator Poachers, hey, hey. Alex Rosen, hey, hey.
It's true. It's truly a team effort. There's problems in society that need to be addressed, and I want to be a problem solver. I want to be part of the solution.
maybe about 6 months.
6 months ago? Okay. Do you think Emily's mom would appreciate what's on Telegram?
No, unfortunately.
Okay. So you said the youngest you've seen on Telegram was 6, right?
Yeah.
So is that your photo or somebody else's?
Oh, no, none of those photos was mine.
Okay, so you didn't take them yourself?
No.
Okay, cool.
No,
so
somebody else's, yes.
okay, all right, because that'd be
I shared them, yes.
that you shared them?
Yeah, I shared
Okay,
them.
I believe you're going to delete it, which is why I'm asking you.
Yeah.
We can just talk. How much child porn do you have saved on your gallery?
On the gallery,
Yeah.
I'm gonna delete that too.
Well, I'm asking you, how many do you think
Okay.
you have to delete?
I would say, Jesus.
That much, huh?
Yeah, maybe about 500.
500. That is Alex Rosen, our guest tonight with Chris Michaels and myself. We're going to be talking about a story that has really just kind of blown up across social media. My daughter was talking about it in the car and she's like, Dad, have you heard about what's going on with Roblox? Now, my children play Roblox, and if you're a parent out there, your kids likely have played Roblox as well. It's available on a ton of different platforms. They are currently seeing a lawsuit and filing a countersuit as well over a YouTuber by the name of Schlepp, who gained some attention because he was using that work, that Roblox site, in order to help catch pedos, sexual predators. He was a survivor, according to him, of grooming on Roblox himself. And so as a result, he started going after the try to make the platform safer for your children. Well, guess what? Roblox is now threatening to ban him for life, basically, as well as go after him legally for doing this, saying that they're going to protect the pedos, basically, and not allow somebody like Schlepp to do this. Now, our guest tonight, Alex Rosen, has worked with Schlepp on some videos. You can see it directly on his website as well. So you go to We Got Roblox Predator and just listen right here at the very beginning.
We caught a Roblox Predator.
What's up? So we're here with your Roblox developer, right?
There's Alex.
And got him arrested and charged.
How many images do you think we have to get rid of on your phone?
about like 30 or 40.
The night before, we had played games with him. We had hung out with him. But the craziest part is, we had caught him from one of our Roblox Predator stings. This video is about to be like any other that I've made.
Yeah.
So you guys can certainly go and check out the Roblox Predator Arrested with Alex. Chris Michaels, I'm really excited because I think this is a timely show. This is important, especially for our listeners and everybody out there. We're going to get this out and get Alex up here. But, what are you looking forward to learning about tonight?
I'm looking forward to find out why Roblox is acting the way it's acting, because it tripled down. And in its response, they basically made the argument that Schlepp is no better than the Predator because they both use entrapment.
You're right.
And we're not going to allow entrapment to occur on our platform. Oh, okay. Unless it's
wild.
It's outrageous.
Wild. Yeah.
It's outrageous.
All right. Well, tonight we are joined by Alex Rosen, founder of Predator Poachers. You heard that song at the beginning that we created for him. Hopefully you enjoyed that, Alex. Welcome back to America Emboldened. It's been a while since we spoke.
Yeah, good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. Let's get straight into it. You've been doing the work now since you were, I think, 19, if I remember correctly from talking to you, using decoys. You started the Predator Poachers YouTube channel. You got the Locals channel as well, where people can subscribe. But you've been in almost all 50 states, hundreds of arrests. What's your gut reaction when, Schlepp, a guy that you've worked with, his real name's Mike, what's your reaction when Mike tells you, like, hey, guess what? This is happening. Have you had this experience before? And where are you coming with this whole thing?
Well, we have not had a platform just come out so blatantly defending these pedophiles. I mean, YouTube, sure. I mean, but they kind of just talk in like a lawyer speak. They don't really say too much. But Roblox just pretty much came out and said that nothing is actually happening to these pedos and that we're taking care of it, which is just blatantly untrue. I mean, they're just completely distorting the truth. They're distorting what everybody's seeing with their eyes. They're distorting arrest records. They're distorting, at this point, convictions now. That pedo you just showed, his name's Amaury Hunt, that I was talking to, the black dude. And he actually has a plea hearing on the 27th. He's taking a plea deal for child pornography. So that would be, I think, Schlepp's first conviction he's a part of pedo. And that would be our third Roblox pedo conviction ourselves. I mean, we've caught other people that we didn't really find them on Roblox. But a sex offender, Christopher Burton, a 60-something-year-old sex offender we caught in Osage County, Oklahoma in 2023. He's doing 15 years in prison now, and he was talking to a real 8-year-old girl on Roblox. He told us this when we were interviewing him, and he had over 1,500 images of child pornography. Another pedo who's now a sex offender in North Carolina. He only unfortunately did 8 months in jail. Louis Hasty of Charlotte, North Carolina. He would use Robux to buy child pornography. He'd use Robux to solicit news from underage kids. So it's a massive problem, and these are not just the child porn being exchanged is not just like, 19-year-old player getting it from a 17-year-old and it's technically child porn. This is like, these are grown middle-aged men getting it from prepubescent children.
Yeah, and my daughter, she pointed out to me, so she's going into high school. She's 14. My son plays. He's 11. And we have the voice chat turned off, so they can't voice chat with people. But she was telling me you can go into bathrooms in some of these things, and that's where people hang out in order to try to get people to basically build a relationship, so they'll talk to them. Can you explain maybe the methods that these people use to groom children, and then in your experience, how that's played out amongst Telegram, social media? What are the things that people have used that you've seen as you're using your decoys, where people can spot this type of activity in order to maybe keep their kids safe?
Well, on Roblox specifically, cutting off the chat feature for your kids is probably the best thing, because the crime itself hardly occurs on Roblox, because you can't send photos on as far as I know still. I mean, I haven't played Roblox since I was a kid, not a short time ago, actually. You can't really send photos in the chat on Roblox. It's very limited for what you can type. I remember when I used to play, if you try to even type in a curse word, it would just show up as hashtags. But the actual crime is committed when they go off of Roblox. So on Roblox, social medias are exchanged with each other from the kid and the adult. Usually it's Discord. I mean, every Roblox pedo that Schlepp has kind of handed to us has been a Discord guy. And they go off that platform, and that's when the nudes are exchanged. That's when the solicitation of, hey, let's meet up. That's when that's exchanged. And yeah, it's very, very common. There's these whole servers called Condo servers. I don't know what Condo necessarily stands for, but it's basically people from Roblox just on Discord. And yeah, it goes down like that. And
Wow.
the sharing of nude photos is very common with children on there. But when I used to play Roblox, even when I was like 13, 14, these nudes of these girl gamers would get passed around, and they were like probably 15 or 16. And at the time, 13-year-old me was like, "Ooh, wow, this is so interesting." But realizing it now in those big Discord servers I used to be in, it's like, okay, I'm sitting here as a teenager just freaking thinking everything's cool. But how many of the people in those servers were grown men looking at these underage kids naked? Probably a shit ton. And the same exact thing is going on now, almost a decade and a half later.
Wow. I want to show you guys this. So in Delaware, where I live, this is actually a recent story that when I was up stuff, I was like, holy crap, check this guy out.
Police say a 27-year-old man from Bear, Delaware kidnapped a New Jersey girl that he met on an online gaming platform that's usually aimed at youngsters, Roblox. The incident is sparking an alert for parents about the online safety of their children. Action News reporter Catherine Scott is joining us live from the newsroom.
An 11-year-old girl in Delaware, right, was kidnapped after talking on Roblox. This was just a year and a half ago, but the reason it came back up, I believe he was just charged recently. So the story popped up on my feed maybe like 2 months ago, and seeing all this, I remembered. I was like, oh, wow. But basically, if you look at here, a forensic analysis of his cell phone and social media uncovered message threads in which he coerced this 11-year-old victim to perform sexual acts and in turn produced child pornography for him. They recovered the messages. They described covertly watching and following the victim near a New Jersey home. So he came to Delaware, took her over state lines, did pornographic things and everything else. An 11-year-old with a 27-year-old. I mean, this is sick shit.
Yeah, and these are the exact people that that Schlepp is concerned about and bringing to a lot of people's attention. I mean, it's no different. I mean, Schlepp is posing as an underage kid. We're posing as an underage kid. And these Roblox pedos are pretty similar. I mean, I guess I mentioned a few that are way older, but we've also Amori Hunt, who you were showing, the black dude. He was 22. A lot of these Roblox pedos are very similar in age to that. It's that dynamic right there, and they will go to meet these kids for sex, and they have met these kids for sex. This is not a joke. This isn't something where, like Roblox says, where we're just developing a crime or creating a crime. This is real shit that's happening, and we can point to tons of news articles, actual sex offenders being on Roblox to show, like, hey, this is real stuff, and it's very important, not just to allow this work to continue that we're doing, but to promote it and to support what we're doing.
So, Alex, why is it that there's any pushback against this? Like, you and I spoke about this maybe 2 years ago, with people being like, oh, you're a vigilante, right? You're going too far because you're doing this as a vigilante. But when I speak with police officers, the LEOs basically tell me, like, yeah, we have a branch for this. The FBI has a branch for this. But they all admit, like, they can use all the help they can get because they're not seeing the backside of all the stuff. There's an account that follows me and I follow them on X called the Parzival. And he can be a bit cantankerous, or he or she, I don't know if it's a he or she, can be a bit cantankerous about, like, people that don't follow along with what they're posting. But the big thing that they've told me, and I told them, I was like, look, I don't want to see anything, like, contact the authorities, but they're telling me that they've uncovered on the X platform that it's just as rampant, and X is allowing the exploitation of minors in the backside, and they're not doing anything about it. And they've gone as far as say it's one of the reasons why Linda resigned as CEO is because they were sending all this information saying, Linda, you're CEO, you're allowing this on Elon Musk's platform and nothing's happening in order to protect the children from exploitation of what's happening on this side. So why is it people protect pedos in any way, shape, or form, and don't allow people like Schlepp, like yourself and others, to get rid of this?
Well, I think it's straight up because they either are pedos or they just love chaos. I mean, I saw a clip of one of the Roblox executives. She was just a typical looking leftoid female. And she was saying how, we have tools to alert law enforcement, this and that. I'm sure, and this is just me straw manning here, but I'm sure that she also has said we should defund the police and we should also, have more social workers. So they don't actually want these pedos turned in. They don't want them turned in the quote unquote right way. They want chaos for kids. Why they want that, I don't know. I think they're just miserable people and or evil. But yeah, no. And as for the cops doing that, yeah, they do it. But I've said this before, but we've have hundreds and hundreds of busts, and I think maybe only 10 or less were also actively being investigated by the cops. Now, we've had quite a few where the cops have also received a tip on them, but have not acted on that tip or have disregarded the tip. Like we caught an elementary school teacher in May, Preston Palmer. We caught him with 18,000 child pornography images. He got charged with 15 felonies, and surprisingly in Minneapolis, he got fucking charged. I'm just very thankful for that. And the cops had a tip on him as far back as 2014 for child pornography, and another one in 2020. And both times they came to the conclusion he probably doesn't have any child porn. We're not even going to go raid his house. Meanwhile, in those 10 years, he was teaching fucking children the whole time, elementary school too. So yeah, it's there's just too many of them to rely on one entity to do it. I mean, we shouldn't be the only ones to. It shouldn't just be left up to us. It shouldn't just be left up to the cops. I mean, everybody that can has the ability to report and find info on pedophiles should do it.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm an educator. If I'm sure you remember that, we take training on spotting signs of abuse, and reporting if children are being trafficked. So how this type of stuff sometimes gets missed when there's so much time spent on making sure people know how to spot this. That to me is scary as well. And then the whole like trafficking element to this, I think people lose perspective that the traffickers are literally right down the street from you. That this isn't like some like big operation with white vans, that it's literally your neighbor. Right. People miss that constantly. I want to, Michaels, do you mind if I play Schlepp's clip real quick? He just put up this video. I'm only going to play like the very first because it's kick-ass. It's really well done. I love the movie callback that he just did. This just got posted about 7 hours ago. When you're watching, it might be a little bit longer, but the best thing that ever happened to Mike is having this go viral the way it has, because his channel, this is getting people to talk about this. Anyway, Absolutely. This is awesome. First 2 minutes, that's all I'm playing, so you get a little intro to this, and we'll continue onward.
We filter all the text and the voice, where we monitor for critical harms, where there's no image sharing or any of the things that might happen from that.
I want to start off by saying that we all want to keep Roblox
This
safe.
is the CEO.
We share this view, and we know that there's members of our community who feel strongly about that too. And you know what? We welcome them as part of the dialogue about how to keep Roblox safer.
I want to highlight, we have always had safety as one of our top priorities, and we're not waiting for the law or legislation. We've innovated with age estimation on our own because we want to keep people on our platform.
This whole situation is kind of crazy.
Everybody go donate to this boy Schlepp.
This is probably the worst decision this company has ever made.
Hashtag free Schlepp on God. Yeah, they actually need Schlepp.
I'm wishing Schlepp the best.
Roblox, you need to do something.
There's got to be something done. Nobody at Roblox listens to us. I'm frustrated, man. I'm frustrated.
Why should we support a platform that is taking steps to prevent predators from getting caught?
There it is. And now they're losing money.
Roblox has just lost $12 billion in market value following their response to their cease and desist letter against me. Just for context, I'm someone who's gotten 6 predators within their community arrested in real life. That loss, though, isn't on me. It's a direct result of Roblox's own response to its child safety crisis. Instead of addressing the real issues, Roblox has doubled, tripled, even quadrupled down. They've put out statements.
So I'm going to pause there. You guys can go watch this on Schlepp's channel. That's not what we're doing here tonight, but that gives you a really good intro into kind of what the CEO's thinking. And Chris Michaels here, you've been looking into him and some ties, and I wanted to give you an opportunity to talk about that too as we talking here to Alex.
Yeah, what I found out when I first heard about this story, I immediately, or any story like this, I immediately look at who is the owners of these companies, who's on the board, who's the CEO, and all the rest. So when I did a quick search, it comes up with a David Brent Baszukie, and I'll share that image. And this is just, straight from Wikipedia, no heavy lifting here. If you just look at the early life of him, he's born in Canada, but he is basically the offspring of Ukrainian immigrants. So essentially, you have someone that is very, very, I would assume, to be have close ties to the Ukraine. And when I heard this, I immediately thought, okay, what's going on in the Ukraine? We hear all kinds of stories about this. And then we've got this story from Sputnik that just broke this week about how they found out that the Ukrainians are essentially selling children to the British through British embassies. And they are contacting sources, and basically they say you can only sell drugs once, but you can sell a child dozens of times a day. So when I hear this kind of thing, I immediately think, okay, you've got a huge company like Roblox. You mean to tell me that they don't know what's going on? Where has the NSA been? Where has the DHS been? Because I'm pretty sure this is part of their purview, that they're supposed to stop these heinous crimes. So I guess my question is, as long as you've been doing this, have you noticed that there is a trend amongst the people that you, I guess, entrap? I mean, is there some kind of constant theme beyond degeneracy with these people? Basically, is there some kind of network that you've bumped into occasionally?
Well, it just depends. I mean, sometimes we just get like Billy Bob in the trailer just sending his dick to anybody he talks to online. And other times we get, someone like Preston Palmer, the elementary school teacher, with endless amounts of child pornography. But yeah, as for networks, I mean, there have been times where we've caught some people's buddies online. Like in 2023, we caught a Brandon Scott Allen in Tucson, Arizona, and he's doing 5 years in prison now. And he was either trading or just friends on Instagram with, because basically we kind of infiltrated this whole child porn ring. Like we found all these people. And the next day we went up to Las Vegas and caught a Jeffrey Rose who is on pre-trial. He was convicted for child molestation, sentenced to life in prison, got an appeal for a retrial. He was out on pre-trial release for his retrial, ankle monitor on and everything. And when we caught him, he had over, I guess they found 7,000, but he told us he had over 50,000 images of child porn. And the retrial never happened. Now he's back in jail doing 20 to life. And more recently, we had a guy named Jason Cornell in Muskegon Heights, Michigan. The FBI's taking that case up. He was a sex offender, very honest too. It was weird. Sex offender, had tons of child pornography in the thousands. And he was, I don't even know the word to describe it. He pulled out his phone for us. And the reason why he pulled out his phone, I wanted him to just go get his phone because the cops were on the way. I didn't want them to get a search warrant for the house. Just wanted him to take the phone. And when he pulled his phone out, the first thing that opened up was his iMessages, not his iMessages, Samsung messages. And what was on there was a person he was trading with on text. Like I've never seen anyone trade child porn on text messages. I mean, it was just bizarre. Like that's a very undiscreet way to go about it. But I was like, pull up that phone number, because I saw a very disturbing image of a baby. And we typed in that phone number. It was a 765 area code. It went back to a Nathan Bailey in Martinsville, Indiana. So we dropped what we were doing. The next day we went to Nathan Bailey's home in Martinsville, and he got charged with 34 counts of child pornography as well. So they were both friends with each other on Facebook. They were part of this like diaper fetish group thing. So we've run into that sometimes, but yeah.
That is just beyond disturbing that they even have the gall to do something like this. And I don't know, to be quite honest, I don't know how you do this, because to do what you do and see some of the images that you're forced to see, because it's not just that, oh, it's out and you're forced to see it because you're in the area. No, you want it out there because this could lead somewhere else and you're helping the cops in some way. And I don't know how you get over that. I don't know how you're doing this emotionally and mentally and physically. So how does that work for you?
Well, I'm doing this with my best friends from high school. And then you saw the Jason Cornell video you pulled up. Yeah. I was doing it with another team, Bikers Against Predators, and he's a good friend of mine now. So I don't know. I genuinely have fun doing this. And, the end result of a lot of these stings or a lot of these busts, I mean, it's great to see. It's great to know that you made a difference. I mean, with Nathan Bailey, we caught him, Jason Cornell's buddy. I mean, he admitted to molesting these babies. That he sadly did not name them, didn't remember the name. So that's going to go uncharged. But those 34 counts of child porn we got him on, that's basically justice for all the other shit he's done. You know, that's justice for when the neighbors are telling. I mean, man, the whole community was outside watching what was going down. The cops were not trying to arrest him. They weren't trying to do shit. We basically bullied them into doing their jobs. And, you know, I had one of the neighbors tell me that, oh, well, we've had to put a fence up because he would always just stare at my kid in the front lawn. Geez. And it's crazy. Before the bust, like when we're waiting on Nathan to come out of the house, he was taking a little bit. I was playing catch with the football with that kid, and it's like, damn, he was staring at that fucking kid. I mean, so it's just shit like that. I mean, you know, that's what makes us keep doing it. Yeah. And you know, I guess it's also kind of a good excuse to kind of see the world, get out of the house, and you know, I've interviewed him too. So it's a lot of reasons. I mean, it's sure. It's a great thing we're doing. 2, it's fun, and 3, I mean, it pays the bills. So I mean,
when you come into Delaware and clean an house here, because I'll go on a run with you.
We actually have a guy near Camden hitting us up right now. I don't know if we have.
You need to let me know when you're up this way.
Yeah, we only have one Delaware catch ever. Scott Babinski's doing.
Okay, I didn't even know you had one.
Yeah, we have one. He was trading child porn like a motherfucker. He only got 2 years, but I think he's still in the DOC right now in Delaware.
Have you? So I know in Delaware there's been the Oblates of St. Francis de Sales had a priest that had like tens of thousands of child pornography images, and recently I saw like they basically let this guy off easy.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
Have you found that there's like the religious orders and different religions? Have you found that there's been parts in the community there?
Well, I mean, I can't really think of a time where a church or anywhere has just straight up defended the pedo that we caught. So, well,
I guess what I was saying is like, have you found people in religious life as part of your stings? Have they been part of your targets?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. I know we've caught, man, I'm trying to think. I think the most recent youth minister we've caught was Robert Mayo in Cherokee County, Georgia, in Woodstock. And he came to go meet. He wasn't from Cherokee County. He drove an hour there because I know Woodstock PD is pretty good. He had a laptop full of child porn, and he brought a massage table for the underage kid. Like put it in his car. Like I even had him take it out. I lay down on the massage table. It was so funny. But yeah, he was a church youth minister in the closet too. Not for long.
Wait. This guy, youth minister.
Yeah, Robert Mayo. Yeah.
Wow. What a creepy looking dude to begin with.
Youth minister and massage therapist.
Oh, jeez. I shouldn't laugh at this, but oh my God.
Yeah. He was fucked up, man.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, and he was talking about how they do this to the kids at the church, as in like they show up when the kids try to meet someone online and try to warn them. And I'm like, that's so full of shit. He ended up admitting what he wanted to do, but you know.
My favorite sting of Alex that I've ever watched, and you'll know who this is as soon as I talk about it. I don't have the video up. You had one where the person was like talking to your decoy, and it's like, I'll bring you a burrito. And Alex is standing outside the car and housing this burrito while he's talking to the guy, getting him to expose all the evidence against himself while the police are on the way.
Internet. So when did the internet stuff start?
So I almost got in trouble a few years ago with somebody.
And he finally finishes the burrito. The police pull up and he's like, hey, don't turn around right now. But like, I got your back. I'll cover you. So the guy doesn't run. And then the guy walks up and he's like, he's got child pornography on his phone. He just told me he's got like...
You know, this is a guy who's trying to better himself, but he did tell me that he has child on his phone. Did you not tell me that?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I mean, it's on your Facebook profile, isn't it?
Facebook, yeah.
Okay, so
it's hilarious. It's like, not only does he eat the burrito in the time that he gets all the information out of him, he stays calm, gets the guy not to run, and then gets the guy to admit to everything he told Alex in seconds in front of the police.
You know what's fucked up? The DA did not pick up charges on him.
So I was wondering, like, because you got everything before Miranda rights and stuff, how much they could actually use in that moment.
They can use all of it. I mean, every time we've gone to trial, our videos get played in court. I mean, like the very rare times it goes to trial, our videos get played in court. Right. But no, most of these fuckers take plea deals, and they've used footage of ours to get search warrants for the homes, for probable cause to seize phones and all that stuff. I mean, we don't have to Mirandize because we're not cops, and we're also not detaining them either. When you're Mirandized, you're detained. So basically, you know, if I'm not I can't. I mean, I'd be screwed for false imprisonment. But since I'm just having a conversation with them as an American citizen, just citizen to citizen, it's basically just like, it's like the equivalent of filming a robbery go down. You get the person's face. It's just footage that can be used.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
And
Then they know
can't
you're
do a
filming, so
citizen-
Yeah.
You can't do a citizen's arrest either, right? There's no real imminent.
In Delaware, you
danger.
can no longer do citizen's arrest. They made them illegal.
Really?
Well, it's kind of, so I've been told by lawyers that's a gray area at best. So I've never done one.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could in some cases. So say somebody opens up their phone, I see that image of child porn or something like that. That's a felony, possession of child porn that occurred in my presence. So technically, I think I could. Or if they're going to actively meet the minor for sex, they show up at the place, that's technically a felony occurring in my presence. But I mean, if I can get them to stay there with just my words, I mean, why go further? I mean, I don't, so.
Well, this is still to me like the fact that you have people protecting predators in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, it's fucked up.
I mean, Roblox is like, oh, we're using AI in order to, take these people down.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but like AI cannot replace the human element when it comes to like taking this type of stuff out of the shadows.
No, and I've had people hit me up saying that you should use AI to chat with these people. First of all, even if I could, I wouldn't freaking do that because I think AI is taking us in a very dangerous direction.
It is.
And second of all, most of the laws just state like it's kind of going off subject here, but most of the laws state that it's a person you believe to be underage that you're texting. So I don't think AI counts as a person. So
yeah. Well, I want to show everybody you have a brand new channel that people can actually subscribe to, and you have it as your name tonight. Predator Poachers, Decoy Gals. Bring that up here. I just hit the subscribe. So yeah, you got videos here. This one's premiering right now. Looks like that's awesome.
Pressed the beer right before I got on here.
Yeah, that's awesome. But yeah, you guys can catch up on the different parts of investigations and the stings that Alex and his team have been doing, as well as, if you listen to this show or Michael's or you're familiar with Alex, none of this stuff gets done for free. It's cost for all of us to be able to produce this. And he's got a locals community. You go to predatorpoachers.locals.com. Make sure you guys consider becoming a member there where you can help support with a financial donation. You get access to exclusive content. In that way you can help support catching pedos. And if you're not going to go support it, then, I'm just going to assume that you support pedos. So make sure you go do that.
Thank you.
See the way I do that, Alex? I try to bend the arm a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. If you don't give me money for my grift, then you just support pedophiles. That's how it goes.
You horrible human being, you.
Yeah.
What do you have on the docket? What's coming up next?
Well, on the docket is my court date in Missouri for my unjust fucking felony arrest. But luckily, it's been pled down to a peace disturbance misdemeanor, so I'm getting no jail time for it. For those wondering, I got arrested in March of this year on a felony harassment charge, which Missouri, my luck, Missouri is the only state with a felony. Missouri is the only state where there's a felony harassment. I mean, other states have felony harassments if you do it like 2 or 3 times. Like if you get charged with it over and over again, but you can get charged with a felony for harassment on the first offense in Missouri, which is fucking crazy. But yeah, I got charged with felony harassment for going into a store and basically announcing to the whole store, there's a pedophile working here. And this is a pedo that we've caught a few months before that, who admitted to molesting his own sister, admitting to wanting to have sex with our decoy, admitting to sending penis pictures to us. And cops never charged him, or they did not pick up charges on him, which was ridiculous. And then a few years before that, he got caught sending 58 penis pictures to an underage employee at the Steak and Shake that I went into and raised hell at. So, I mean, the guy had a history in the community of just doing terrible things. Who knows? And that's just what he said he did. There's like, they always just say what the tip of the iceberg is. And yeah, so I was pretty displeased with him working there. So me and the owner got into a verbal disagreement, and she filed charges on me for trespassing and disturbing the peace, and ended up for harassment as well, even though I don't think I did any of that. So
no, I mean, to me, it's watching the community respond to you in that, like, the haters, the people that don't like the work that you do, I don't even think it's they don't like the work that you do, Alex. I think they don't like the fact that you might not match their political ideologies.
Probably.
That's really what it's all about. But people use that immediately, and I'm going, well, look at Steak and Shake's main corporate office. They're supporting removing the pedo from the work environment,
Right.
and they're not going after Alex the way that the franchise owner went after Alex. So I don't know. To me, you've always been a reasonable person who is just outspoken in the way that you go about it. But I really enjoy the way that you go about things because you make things happen, and there's not enough people in the world that are making things happen. They're I guess to quote the theme for the night, they're non-playable characters in what's going on. So thank you for being a main character in all this. Michael,
you just got to make a difference. Like I just feel like, I just feel like dog shit if an honest effort isn't put into it, and if nothing happens. So I got to make things happen.
I appreciate you making stuff happen. Michael, you got anything else?
I think this was great, and I wish you the best in everything that you're doing with all of this. If you're ever up in New York on Long Island, let me know.
We actually have a Predator Poachers Long Island that we just started this year.
Oh, really?
Check
this
it out.
Is good to know.
It is a great job, man.
All right, this is good to know.
There you go. I mean, and I'm serious. When you come up to Delaware, Camden's a little far, but I mean, Delaware's not a big state. But I got experience with camera work, filming and stuff. You need an extra crew member when you're up this way. I would be happy to be a part of that.
I'll let you know.
That would be phenomenal for me to see how it works, and I can do content based on that afterwards too.
Absolutely.
So it works. All right, everybody. Hopefully you learned a little about the whole Roblox saga with Alex here tonight. Make sure, once again, predatorpoachers.locals.com. Go over to the brand new page, Predator Poachers Decoy Gals, as well as, Alex, your X page is I Fight for Kids, right? Or is there a number in it too?
No.
What's your X now? It's just I Fight for Kids.
Right.
There it is. So go give him a follow as well. He's almost 500,000 followers. Go hit that follow and get him over to 500,000.
Get it up.
Absolutely. All right, Alex, everybody have a great night. As always, we'll be back with more great content. Check out the YouTube channel that we have, the Rumble channel, the X platform, wherever you are. We appreciate you. Make sure that you're hitting the subscribe button. Have a great night. Have a great whatever. Peace out, everybody. Be bold.